Love who you love. No one has the right to get in between you and your divine blueprint and your divine birthright. One of the kindest things, my grandma was a kind, lovely woman. One of the kindest things she said to me was just be happy. Love who you love, be happy. As a straight white male, I there's zero need for me to worry in this day and age. I feel effing crazy that I even uh it's even a thing for me to, say, hey everybody, stop being a dingus and live and let live. Let people be. There's so much historically, because now is a new moment, and there's been so much judgment, religious, societal, templating, uh, where guilt and shame are used to get you to do what other people want you to do or think you should do. They think you ought to do what they were told ought to be done, or what they think is best, rather than you being supported in your soul essence and you honoring yourself and your divine blueprint, which is the most important thing any of us can truly do, is to honor our own souls. And uh even if parents or I was going to say authority figures may love us, there's still a sense of either protection or control, where our responsibility is ourselves and our own life. um, with people telling you what to do, like I've known people that have been miserable just because they honor their mother and father, like a lot of really toxic religious and societal templates speak about. um, I'm blessed because I've been supported and I've just been told, be happy, we support you, love who you love. That was Yeshua's message. Period. Not all this religious garbage that instills a lot of guilt and shame and hate and toxicity. It's easy to control somebody who's at a lower vibration filled with guilt and shame and what do I do? Oh God, what do I do? We all know what to do deep down in the stillness. We each got it. Um, and also, like, if someone, a parent or anybody else, is telling you, oh, this is what you ought to do, betray yourself, abandon yourself, we can choose. Some people are not ever meant to wake up truly or be aware of certain things. um, and no matter what you do, that's their responsibility ultimately, and that's their life path. Some people's life path is just to live a basic, not necessarily basic, but be fully ingrained in the 3D human realm and not be aware, to remain unaware, to experience that. And it's our, we chose to walk alongside them and incarnate in these family lines and be cycle breakers if we wish to break certain cycles, rather than doing the same garbage humans have done for hundreds and thousands of years. Uh, Look at where we're at now. A lot of great things and a lot of toxic things that it's time now to transmute and change. So it's our choice to either be present and love them and have the conversations that need to be had while they're still alive. You can still do it after they pass if you wish to, have some closure, speak to them uh, as if they were still alive. That's a technique I've heard. It's our choice to love and be present with them and continue to walk alongside them and have them in our life, allow them in our space. Or it is also our choice to love them from a distance and to safeguard our well being. You know, if my parents or grandparents weren't supportive of me in certain situations, uh, they were not in my life as much. Um, when they've been truly supportive of me in a loving way, while also honoring me and um, doing things for both of our highest good. They've been in my life. Love who you love, no matter what anybody says. No one has the right to get in between you and your divine blueprint, what you are meant to do in this life, even if they use religion or societal stuff or guilt or shame as an excuse. It'd be really nice for people to just take it easy, mind their own fucking business, and live and let live. Wasn't that the message? Parents have put stuff on their kids and it's been passed down generation through generation. If someone wants to remain unaware, it's our job to see that for what it is, to see that they're stuck in their own head, and for us to take responsibility for ourselves and our life and move accordingly. Side note, just to be clear, Yeshua, the message is from, myself and all the divine messengers and beings. And I reference Yeshua a lot, whose name translates to Jesus. The Greek translated Yeshua to Jesus. They didn't have a letter for H. Uh, Religion has capitalized off of, the wind is echoing this, spiritual, off spirituality. Anybody can do this. There's been spiritual teachers that have misused and abused and manipulated people because other people believe their connection to be more powerful or connected with the divine, and we are each our own guru. That was the message of Yeshua and so many great masters. That the kingdom of heaven is within, and we each have our divine connection. We each have our divine blueprint. Anything put on you, guilt or shame based, is complete propaganda and blasphemy if we're using religious language. There's no need to change anybody else, especially how they identify or their sexual orientation, whatever. This is all garbage meant to control. The Romans who killed Yeshua for speaking this truth were the same ones that founded Christianity. Uh, in this new sense, they got rid of all of the old sacred texts and said, if you don't believe in this version of Yeshua, you're an enemy of the state, just like it was before with their Roman emperor God. Now they deified Yeshua, making him a god. And if we all have God inside of us. We are all gods and goddesses in regards, and we are also human. So remember this. Remember who you are. And the term "I am the way and the light" from Yeshua, Jesus, is meant to be a mantra. He's teaching people how to be themselves. Each one of us saying, "I am the way and the light." We each have the divine spark within us, our inner compass, God, our highest self that we can hear in whispers, or if we're attuned, in louder ways. Confirmation. Good energy. The cat comes. The exploitation of, it's only him, or the misinterpretation of that only he is the way and the light, is like the Roman Empire. You need to, and it's a carryover of imperial and manipulation tactics, where authoritarian people or government or organizations like the church has been for a long time, and that still is the message at the root of it, is you need to bow down to this person or our version of God rather than what God and everything truly is, that which flows in and through all things. It's very different from, you need to submit to this, otherwise we will beat you, kill you, whip you into submission. That is very different from Yeshua's message. That is the Roman Empire and colonization tactics, going into communities like they did and threatening them. You need to pay a tax to the Roman government and worship, our emperor, who was their God on earth. Or then when they turned into a religious Christian nation, it was, you need to worship uh, Jesus, their version of Jesus rather than what Yeshua really was, who he was, what he stood for, what he believed in, along with all the other masters, along with women. The empire completely wiped away many, many powerful and true messages and books. Uh, Mary Magdalene, for example, they wiped out um, all of the scriptures or preachings of women being powerful and having power, uh, because that was their belief system. They viewed them as property rather than the way Yeshua and all the other divine masters who are here to teach us and that have taught us that every single person is a mouthpiece of the divine. Every single person can be an asset to us, and the divine can speak through them. Very different from churches or governments or organizations that have a caste system, for example, or say, no, this person's a woman or this person is this way, so we discount them. That's like cutting your own arm off and limiting the way that the divine can speak through you. It's very limited, close minded, close hearted human consciousness that has been used to manipulate people for generations and generations. We're here to break those cycles and foresee the truth to for what it actually is. He keeps calling me. Parents have put stuff on their kids and it's been passed down generation by generation. People fucking a. But it's our choice to